Welcome to Comic Power. I'm your host, Comic Killer 72. Welcome to another episode of The Quick Flip. This is the program where I go over comic book industry news in a very short period of time. Be sure to click on the notification bell as well. It will let you know when a new video is posted in the future. Alright, now let's get right into it. The man shown here is Donnie Cates. He's a comic book writer who has unfortunately been receiving death threats. Before we go over the details of why, we'll discuss Donnie Cates' career so far. He first received critical acclaim for the comic book series Buzzkill with Darkhorse Comics back in 2013. It's the story of a man with superpowers, but they only work when he's drunk. But his major breakout was with God Country #1 from Image Comics in 2017. It's the story of an old man with dementia who finds an enchanted sword after a tornado hits his Texas home. And since this is comics, it grants him an enormous amount of power. But the god who lost the sword wants it back. I ranked this the #1 comic of 2017. It was awesome. He followed that up with another critically acclaimed title called Redneck from Image Comics. It's the story of cattle ranchers in West Texas that are secretly vampires and how all hell breaks loose when they get outed. I ranked Redneck #1 the #6 comic of 2017. And you'd think he'd stop there? No. He just kept it going with Baby Teeth #1, this time from Aftershock Comics. It's the story of a teen girl who turns out that her baby is the Antichrist. So as you can see, Donnie Cates went from unknown to the master of science fiction horror in just 6 months. So of course the major leagues came a-knocking, and they handed over to him the Thanos title, in which he created a little character called the Cosmic Ghost Rider, first introduced in Thanos Volume 2, number 13. The character was given his own miniseries in early 2018, and I ranked the Cosmic Ghost Rider #1, the #4 comic of 2018. For full plot details and origin of that character, see my video called The Top 10 Comics of 2018, link in the description. Now that you know more about Donnie Cates, that brings us full circle back to the death threats. Donnie took to social media to explain that he has been receiving death threats for his plot lines, but he will not be changing any of the plot lines. And good for him, because you can't let the terrorists win. But let's be straight here. If you're a fanboy who is basically trying to threaten the life over someone over a comic book, you are an idiot. You are also committing a crime. Use of the internet to threaten the person of another constitutes a violation of 18 U.S.C. 875 of interstate communication of threat to injure. The authorities can easily pull your IP address, find out who you are, and arrest you for this mess. And I wish they would enforce this more so more people would stop doing this stupidity. We all love comic book fiction and we love these characters and we're passionate about it, but there are limits. Nothing worth going crazy over anyway. If something is unpopular, they can retcon it by saying it was a dream or alternative universe. Because comics. This story is just making my head hurt. Time to move on to something else. And that's going to be the speculation pick of the week. For February 27th, 2019, the pick of the week is going to be The Forgotten Queen #1 from Valiant Comics. This is the story of a warrior witch who helped the Mongols conquer all of Asia, and even big parts of Europe. Valiant was successful before in 2016, taking historical facts and mixing it with science fiction. In 2016, they put out Britannia, about a Roman military officer who becomes the world's first detective. And he's sent by the Emperor Nero to Britannia, which is modern day England, to investigate some disappearing soldiers. Issue #1 was well received and went through 4 printings to meet the demand. So here Valiant is again doing historical science fiction with a twist. Remember also that Valiant is the home of Bloodshot, the enhanced anti-hero mercenary, and there will be a live-action movie starring this character in the year 2020 starring Vin Diesel as the lead. Valiant puts out some great stuff. Their quality is second to none. You should be following at least one of their titles. And The Forgotten Queen looks like a good jumping on point for you if you haven't tried any before. Trust me on this. The runner-up is Detective Comics issue 999 from DC Comics. As you can see, we're just a heartbeat away from Detective Comics issue 1000 as we celebrate the 80th anniversary of The Batman. The comic industry normally gives us some type of cameo before they have a big reveal in a milestone issue. So this is worth picking up if for no other reason than that. Next up is my follow-up about my previous video in which I mentioned that Black Panther was nominated for 7 Oscar awards. And it wound up winning 3 of them, which was Best Costume Design, Best Set Design, and Best Original Score. There were some overzealous Panther fans that were upset that it didn't win for Best Picture. I thought the winner would be Roma, but in a surprise upset, it was Green Book. For those who feel that Black Panther was robbed of Best Picture, you have the right to feel that way, but you would be wrong. Robbed is the color purple, which was nominated for 11 Oscars in 1986 and won 0. That is a travesty of justice. Compare that to now, where Black Panther won big at the MTV Movie Awards and the SAG Awards, got $1.3 billion at the box office and won 3 Academy Awards. As a matter of fact, it's the first Marvel movie to win an Oscar. So there's nothing to complain about in this situation. There's only room to celebrate, and I can't wait to part 2. You know the drill. Subscribe to this channel, give it a thumbs up, and share these videos on social media so others learn about the channel. And don't forget, I do sell comics at my eBay page listed here. One Stop Thrift and Comic Power are ran by the same guy. That would be me, Comic Killer 72. I am 100% feedback, by the way. Once again, thank you to all my subscribers and viewers who support Comic Power. Until next time, this is Comic Killer 72 for Comic Power saying bye-bye.